for Jeffery Dean and Jensen Eklz, Jeffery Din Morgan, come on down!
It's you! It's you! Oh, Jensen. What's up, everybody? Hey. New Jersey! Born in Jersey. Really shiny faces.
Right? Oh, Sunday morning's always tough.
We're still trying to get our caffeine going here.
That's it. Yeah, this is my 8th cup.
8 cups and 3 cokes.
Yeah. How do you drink that?
Easy, really
easy.
really easy.
It's just so much sugar.
I know. I hear about it every day from my wife. My daughter, who's 5, yesterday we were driving into the city, and she loves Coke too, and she's like, Mom said that you're gonna pee rocks if you keep drinking Coke. And I'm like, pee rocks? I'm like, you're getting false information from your mother.
Oh.
Pee rocks, Dad.
Oh, God, that just hurts already.
Yeah. I kept drinking my Coke.
Yeah. You're like, screw rocks, I don't care.
Yeah.
I need my caffeine
I'll
and sugar.
pee a rock, God damn it.
Well, it's good to be here. Obviously, there's usually a much uglier, taller person standing next to me. I'm kidding. Misha's not that tall. But we got old pinch hitter here who comes in and saves the day. So I don't have to be up here by myself.
Oh, I think you could do it by yourself.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
I'm happy. This has been, God, it's been like 5 years since
It's been a while. It's been a minute, yeah. I mean, but you know, Jeff and I still see each other because we do still work on projects together. But we can't talk about that.
Yeah, we can't. That's the shitty thing. We can't even talk about it.
We can't tell you anything.
We will tell everybody.
I actually got a little.
I don't believe that.
I got a little slap on the wrist.
Oh, you did?
I did.
For talking here, didn't you?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I'm not telling you. I did. Got a little email. Said, hey, shut it up.
You know,
I was like, okay. All right. No, they don't mess around.
no, they don't.
They don't.
Carl Urban was Butcher on the show. I saw him last week, and I told him I was going to see Jensen at this thing. And he's like, you better fucking talk to Crippy and see what you can say. I was like,
No, I think it's just safe to say we don't say shit.
Yeah.
That's
You can't say
we
anything.
can't say anything. Which that makes my job easy.
It makes it real fun to have a chat with you all.
Yeah. Ask us questions. What is it? It's the art of saying everything without telling them anything.
Just talking in a circle.
That's it. That's it. Yep. We've gotten pretty good at it. So with that in mind, let's take some questions, shall we?
What do you got?
Go ahead, pick somebody, whoever you want.
Very back. Yes. You. No ponytails. Yes. Big
Hang on, we'll get you a mic so we can all hear you.
Hi.
Hey. Good morning.
Good morning.
I like your big dick.
My mom couldn't be here today, but she loves Supernatural, and she was very upset that everybody came back from the dead except for John.
I came back.
And I was wondering if you would be able to say hi to her on a video.
What?
Say hi to her on a
Recording
video?
You to say hi to my mom on video.
Turn your phone on and point it at us.
There you go.
What's your mom's name?
Cynthia.
Cynthia,
Are you on?
are we rolling?
Yeah.
Quiet on set!
Hey everybody, we're trying to work here.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hi Cynthia.
Look who came back from the dead.
Back from the dead.
He's literally it's like Walking Dead, right here. See what I did there? You see what I did there?
The fuckers quit.
All right, that
Sorry,
really
you
wasn't a
creepy.
question, but you know,
Thank you.
happy to do it. All right, let's go. How about right here? The glasses. No, there's nobody behind you.
Leather coat. Leather coat.
She's like this. Looks behind. No one's behind her. No.
Yes.
There we go.
Ding, 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 ding.
So, I obviously love Supernatural, but I also know how you guys really love it because I tend to see a lot of little kind of subtle hints referencing the show in a lot of your other projects. And I was wondering, how much of that is like the writers of those projects like paying homage versus how much of that is like you guys?
Both. Yeah, I'd say it's probably a bit of both for me as well. I think the show has, it's a bit of an institution, so a lot of the writers know at least of it, and they clear. I don't know, you could probably talk to this about. Were there a lot of references that you threw in?
I threw in a couple. In Walking Dead. Anytime I could throw in anything, especially after Jensen did the thing with Lucille, I was trying to work in any reference to my boy, and everybody was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" So Negan had a boy for a minute.
Who it was? We know.
You go back and watch like season 2, I think. I said it a couple times. They kept it in. I think they were thinking, oh, we'll use this somehow, and then they never did.
We did. I did a thing on Big Sky where I come in with one of the characters gets a new house, and so it's like a housewarming gift, and it was supposed to be just bread.
Yeah.
And I had the props give me a little bag of salt. And I said, bread so you never go hungry, and salt because, That's really good. Yeah. And they kept it in. And then they started writing little bits to it. And there was another one, I directed an episode of Walker. And the writer who wrote that, she was a big fan of Supernatural, so she was writing a lot of little Easter eggs. So yeah, I mean, why not? Why not embrace that as
The cool thing is we've been lucky enough to be on shows like Supernatural or Walking Dead or The Boys that are big fucking shows in this world that we're gonna live on much longer than we are, which is super cool because I don't think there's a whole lot of shows that live in that category that are gonna have a life that goes on well past the end date of those particular shows. So we're really fucking lucky, and if we can work in any kind of little homages or tricks for all y'all, we certainly will. It's more fun for us, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just all that cross-pollination, which clearly is working for some people.
We're hoping someone gets the hint and just puts us back in the show together.
Nudge, nudge. All right. Go ahead, pick somebody.
Okay.
You're up, pal.
My dear, first row, beauty.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My question is there anything that you this year want to try or want to learn or want to accomplish before the end of the year?
She's got a good question. She asked me what my latest obsession was yesterday, and I was like, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Toothpaste? What?
That's a good obsession, though. Your teeth are beautiful.
Thank you.
I would like to try to be home for more than a minute. It's been like 3 years solid of me going from show to show to show. I thought this weekend was the first weekend I had off in forever. And
Surprise!
I had thought this was like next week or something. So that's all. I'd like to just be home for a minute. And then we were talking last night, actually, Jensen and I, and we were saying how hard it is because we're spent so much time away that when we go home, our wives, after about a week of us being home, are like, it's time for y'all to go. You've been here too long.
Well, because they've created such a routine without us.
We screw up the
We
time.
come in, we just mess the whole thing up. It's like, it's a big, it's a big wrench in the system. That's, I try to be like, okay, it's like, it's like jumping rope on the playground. It's like, okay, I'm gonna come in. Like, you're just trying not to mess it up. Yeah, so Daniil and Hillary are very similar in that. They're like, listen, we love when you're here, but we also love when you go away sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's,
Probably
and
more
that's
often
true
than we
love.
think, yeah. But it works for us, I guess. It's heartbreaking because I'm like, oh, I want to be home, I want to see my kids, but I know that I do fuck it all up. Whatever has been, whatever
Well, we're
routine
the
has
other
been
kid.
established, we're the other kid.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. She now has to deal with
That's
another
it. That's
a
it.
grown child.
Yeah. That's the problem.
That is the problem.
You're right.
That nailed it.
Yeah, yeah.
However, we
Nailed
did not
it.
answer your question at all. Which is, what would we? Oh, you did. You would like to be home more.
Yeah,
You'd like to
but
figure out a way
then I
to.
sort of changed my mind. I better get back to
Just
work.
talk your way out of it. I would like to. I'd like to do a film.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of movies.
Yeah, no.
Like it's a lot of series work.
You don't have time.
I know, I'm usually working on a series, but right now I happen to not have anything lined up imminently. Like there are things that are cooking right now that could happen later in the year, but like, I don't know, maybe there's a couple of opportunities I've got right now, and I'm like, should I just do it? Should I just?
Yeah.
So,
See, now you say yes, but here's the thing: is that we get the scripts and read them, and they're not as good as you want them to be.
yeah.
Who's
So-
a what?
You'll be in it, so it'll be
Oh,
better.
that's great, but a piece of shit is a piece of shit.
You can dress it up and put lipstick on it, but it's still.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate it and all, but
So I don't know. I'd like to do a project that's a little out of the box, maybe. Yeah, that's something. And maybe
we mean out of the box. I mean, you just want to stretch it a little bit. You did a good stretch from Dean to Soldier Boy.
Yeah. I mean, maybe just something that's still in the wheelhouse, but flexing a slightly different muscle.
As long as he's sexy, I'm cool.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do like The Whale. Well done, Brendan, but I don't think that's for me.
No way.
No way. Yeah, I put my body through enough just trying to get ready for Soldier Boy. I'm like, screw that. I don't know how those guys like Christian Bale and stuff like losing all that weight or Frazier like
Gaining the
gaining
weight,
all that. I'm
losing the
like,
weight.
it's so hard on your body.
It's harder as you get older.
Yeah,
Certainly.
it's hard enough just to fit into my jeans now. I don't want to.
Man, that's easy.
Right?
This is your crowd.
It's like a hot crowd. Oh my god. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that'll happen this year. Maybe not. Maybe another concert. Maybe another concert. That's,
Yeah, New York. That'd be nice.
In New York.
You can make it here. You can
Yeah,
make
maybe
it anywhere.
Yikes. Really get that going. All right. How about right here.
Thanks, Amy. So first of all,
Is that the Care Bears on your shirt?
yeah,
I love it.
you,
Can you tell I have kids?
yeah. My friend
Or
and I
I'm
took a
fucking
picture.
weird as hell?
Or both.
Both are acceptable in this house. First of all, Jeffrey, I have to say hi to you on behalf of my mother, because if I don't, she will disown me. So Queen Terry says hi.
Hi, Queen Terry. I miss you. I wish you were here.
She wishes she was here too. So my question for you guys is one of my favorite questions to ask at these conventions, because I always get a lot of really good comedy material for myself. Are there any bits that you guys have in your day-to-day life that you just do to make yourself laugh? I have examples.
Well, let's hear the example.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so a convention-specific one is if I do like a photo op with like someone later, like I did this with Drake yesterday, where I did a photo op with him and his knee or whatever, and then I saw him later, and I went, Drake, you can't keep meeting like this. And I do that, I've done that to Keegan, I've done that to Jake, and then usually like I'll turn to my friends and I'll go, I'm so sorry, and then they'll jump in on the joke and be like, y'all will never beat the allegations. Also,
You're having a little party.
I mean, just a whole movie going on inside my head.
and also whenever my friends and I are nice to each other, we'll go, are we gonna kiss right now? Are we gonna kiss in the mouth? So stuff like that.
I gotta tell you that my life is not near as amusing as yours.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna steal a few of these. Start using them, especially when I see Drake.
You should.
I mean, I amuse myself all the time.
It's safe to say, I think I've got a few of those too, but they just happen sporadically, and I can't recall them right now. Although that reminds me of a story that you guys probably have heard this, but it was Don Rickles who was out to dinner with a date, and across the restaurant was Frank Sinatra. And Don goes over and he's like, "Frank, it's so nice to see you. How are you? Listen, could you do me a favor? Could you come over to the table? I got a date over here, and she'd love to meet you, and you just really do me a solid. I'm trying to get in good with this lady. She's really, really attractive." And he's like, "Yeah, sure, Don, I'll come over." So, Frank finishes his meal. As he's walking out of the restaurant, he stops by Don Rickles, and he's like, "Hey, Don, how you doing? It's good to see you." He goes, "Not now, Frank. I'm in the middle of dinner."
That's so
I
good.
do remember that story. God bless Rickles.
Yeah.
If you need more, I'll be here all weekend.
All right, thank you.
Oh yeah, I always need material. Thanks. Now, Frank.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Right here in the front. Right here in the front?
Yeah, next to the princess.
There you go.
Yes, princess. Hi guys. Jeffrey.
Yes.
How did you happen to do the movie Fall?
Oh, I did a movie a couple years ago called Heist or Bus 567 or some shit. Y'all probably know what it is more than I. It was originally called Bus something, and then it turned into the Heist. Anyway, same director. That director called me in the middle of pandemics, and I'm doing this movie called The Fall. Will you come and do a couple days? And I said, sure. Hey, great story.
But probably more of a common story than not. Like that's largely how a lot of people in our industry get jobs, is because they have a relationship with somebody who's,
Exactly.
the boys, like that's Kirky. He's just farming from his other shows.
Well, that and begging.
Well, yeah. That wasn't without the hey, love to come over and play in that sandbox.
I'm available.
Yeah. But it is largely like getting to work with people who know you and you already have a rapport with, and they know that they can rely on you, and
That's why it's important to be a decent person.
Yes,
Because you want to keep working. Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, reputation's big in this industry.
Not that we're decent, mind you. But
No. We put on a good show.
Jensen,
Yeah.
JoJo killed it last night. Let this place on.
Not surprised.
Unbelievable.
Not surprised. What do they sing?
Wait, what?
JoJo. JoJo, who plays Carlos on Winchester, is quite the talented person. You didn't even miss me.
Oh my God.
All right, well, that's the last time we're going to see JoJo. Sorry, JoJo, you just got yourself fired. Kidding. They will be back. All right. How about all the way in the back there? Yep.
Hi there.
You have holes in your jeans.
Oh,
They look good.
For both of you, with your schedule so hectic and doing so many different projects, how or who prioritizes for you? How do you prioritize?
Our wives.
Secondary, how do you prioritize?
There's
Not a lot of choice.
We have a team of people that each of us have, literally what's considered a camp, and whether it's agents, lawyers, wives, managers, publicists, like there's a whole camp of people that when a project or an opportunity comes around, it's usually kicked around to everyone, and everyone is like, is this a good thing? Should we do this? Is this not? What should we pass?
Does it fit?
Does it fit? Is this where we want to go? Is this where we're moving? So it's all carefully kind of crafted Usually. There may be, you all of a sudden you get a call from the director you worked with on the last movie. They're like, hey, I really love you to come over and do this part. They're like, you know what, sure, yeah, because that's a good relationship to cultivate. But it doesn't go without getting checked by several pairs of eyes.
Lots of eyes, and then ultimately it's sitting down with your wife and family.
Right.
And can I do this?
Well, because it might be like, I'm going to do a project that films in Australia for 6 weeks.
And therein lies the problem.
And that's you got to think about what's best for your family at the end of the day.
We have kids in school,
Yeah.
so when we leave, they're not going to come anymore. It used to be great. They used to come and visit and hang out with us on location, and now that doesn't happen unless you shoot in the summertime. And even then, my wife's like, I'm not going to Florida. It's been a couple of years there already. I'm not going back. See ya in a year.
So it's largely kind of looked over and debated upon with several people. But I think at the end of the day, it does come down to what moves the needle with us. What do we really want to do? What's passionate about? Yeah, you really got to listen to your gut. I got pushed back with the big sky of it all, and it was just something that I just kind of felt like I wanted to do. And so they were like, okay, all right, that's what you want to do. We'll all sign off on it. But it wasn't people, I think, coming out of Soldier Boy, they wanted to do something maybe a little more grand.
You were antsy.
And I got antsy.
And Danielle was like, time to get out.
Let's go! Yeah, so it's there's a lot of people, but at the end of the day, it just comes down to what works best for them.
Jens and I both get antsy, especially when you're working for a long time on a show, Supernatural or Walking Dead, where you're on it for years. When that goes away and that routine is gone, we're a fucking mess. Like, no one wants to be around us, including us. So it's healthy for us to be at work, and then we can kind of get on with our lives a lot better with the people around us.
And luckily, we do have people that are are thinking logically, as opposed to just me and I going like,
yeah,
sure, I'll do it. What are we doing?
Which we've also done.
Clearly. Yeah. So, thanks. Go ahead.
I like your sweater.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Suggestion about film. I think you should do a remake of Legends of the Fall.
A remake of Legends of the Fall? I'm not touching that. That was
World War I,
kidding
younger
me?
brother
I'd like to
named
go do
Sam.
some
I
fishing.
thought-
Brad Pitt.
I just give me a fly fish.
When he tips his hat and the water flies off, I'm like, well, that's never gonna happen.
And he takes his shirt off.
Yeah, get out of here, Bradley.
You don't want to see this guy like that.
I'm not touching that.
Going back to trying new things.
What's that?
Going back to her question about trying new things.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned before you took ballroom lessons for your wedding after losing a bet with Neil.
Yes.
And you've got a couple of albums under your belt. So who do we have to petition to get you on Dancing with the Stars with the Masked Singer?
Oh, God, please! I'll start the petition. Actually, can we get him on that thing where you wear the fucking big costume?
That's Masked Singer.
Masked Singer.
Oh, God! I can't tell you how happy that would make me.
I can't tell you how depressed I'd be if that's where my career had ended up. Yeah, we might be, hopefully we're far away from that ever happening, but you never know, I might need a career resurrection at some point. Not to say that the people on that show,
I'm not touching it.
there were very talented people on that show.
Watch him dig his way out of this one.
This is not me. Somebody else said that it was like, this is somebody else's material. They're like, hey, did you see Dancing with the Stars last night? I was like, you mean Dancing with the, I've heard of them once? And I'm like, oof, that's tough. So for some reason that stuck with me, and it's like, no, I gotta stay away from that. I'll just keep the dancing in the living room with
Plus,
my
have you ever
kids.
seen us dance?
Yeah.
Not a good look. Show us. There's a reason you haven't seen us dance yet. And it isn't going to start today.
There was played a song the other day. I might have told the story, but I can't remember what the song is. But JJ's doing this like dance to it, and I look over, and Arrow is also dancing, if you call it that. But it was just this.
George knows the twerk
She's
move.
6.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And she didn't stop.
Gus showed George the twerk, and so that's all George does. Yeah, it's not us. As a
Not
dad,
cool.
I'm like, no. Keep your butt to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Lock it up, kid. Oh my God.
Little girls, man.
All the way to the back again. Yeah.
Twerking 5-year-olds. We're so fucked.
Oh yeah, dude. That's why we're working. We got to afford the therapy for ourselves.
God.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, good.
I actually don't have a question.
Oh, thank you for
All
coming.
right. This is
I just want to, I'm here with my wife, Lisa, and we don't often get a chance to say thank you to somebody. We started watching the show years ago, and it just brought us so much closer together. I thought it was ridiculous.
It is.
And I only remember different days of our lives, so.
Even more ridiculous.
So I really, I don't, this. It's great.
He's being so sweet. We got up here being
I know, we're being
his
good.
asshole.
That's awesome. Thank you.
It's just, thank you. You don't normally get a chance to say thank you. That's it.
Appreciate that.
Super cool.
All right, I think we got time for one more. Go ahead, take it, Jeff.
How did you know that? Is there like a ticker on it?
Yeah, I get hand signals. It's like baseball here. It's like,
Yo, over there. Way over. You. There's no one behind you. A poster of somebody.
Yesterday was my, well, now 4th, music birthday.
Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
Jensen, she really wants you to take her on stage and sing happy birthday.
Take her. Oh no, I'll get tackled if I do that.
Can you sing happy birthday?
Happy birthday.
He just twerked for you.
Yeah,
Wait,
right.
wait.
Which, and I apologize if now she knows how to do that. That's probably not
Happy
family friendly.
birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, let's do one more quickie. Right here. Yeah, sorry. I gave you 2 easy ones way back there, but you're gonna have to run. Yes.
I'm dead right now, thank you.
All right. Great. All right.
I'm a big fan of you guys, but I'm also a really big fan of your wives, and especially One Tree Hill. My 2-part question is, have
We
you
like
guys watched One Tree Hill? And my second part is, it's my guilty pleasure show. So do you have a guilty pleasure song, movie, or series?
I love Vanderpump Rules. I've never seen One Tree Hill. Have you seen Scandal?
Scandal.
Fuck me. Woo! Vanderpump Rules?
I can't be friends with you anymore, man. I don't.
You would if you watched this show.
No, I've seen it.
You've seen it? It's the one show that Hillary and I watched together. And really, since it got super spicy this year, I missed Jax. That's all I got. I've never seen one episode of One Tree Hill. But here's a funny thing, is that I auditioned for Uncle Keith for the pilot of that show.
Yes, I did.
I didn't get it.
Jokes on them.
Yeah.
I have seen a few episodes because Danielle and I started dating when she was on the show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so, I had to do my research. And that's not. I knew who she was. We've been friends for like 5 years. But
You've done a movie together.
Well, she was doing One Tree and I was doing Supernatural, and then we ended up doing a movie, and then that's when all hell broke loose. But I have seen a few episodes. I don't know that I'm the target demographic for that, but I can see the draw.
I was way old for it. I was like, 40 when it was on High School Kids. So I was a little past that.
And then something that I keep a few movies on my iPad in case I'm like on a plane and I'm bored and I want to watch something. And not a fan of horror movies. And I'm trying to think. It's like a few different categories. Like, oh, am I in the mood for a drama? Am I in the mood for a comedy? Am I in the mood? And the one that it ends up always kind of popping up is Tropic Thunder. So that's yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
It is.
It's pretty.
I mean, the whole Danny McBride of it all. I just watch clips.
Yeah,
of it.
I mean, it's so big ass titties. They could never make that movie now.
No, there's a lot of movies that can't make now.
Yeah, but that wasn't Tropic Thunder's what, 10, 15 years old? That can't be made today. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Or maybe not crazy. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't listen to me.
All right, speaking of crazy, we should get out of here because they're gonna pull us. All right, thanks for being here, guys. We'll see you later.